school, I had a whole bunch of jobs, and I failed in multiple businesses. Like I had a cleaning company before, but again, because I didn't have proper boundaries, I allowed other people to influence my financial decisions on that company. So it failed, and it was all my fault, right? So I do talk about being prepared for your business as well, or for your job. One of the biggest chapters in that book is actually finances. Yeah, so that's what I was doing, and then it wasn't until 4 years ago that I really got my life together, so to speak. And my wife and I really sprung from that, and I was like, I wanted to write a book, but I didn't. But I was nervous what people would think. But here's the deal: no one really cares, and that makes people care about you, but people don't really care about what you do. So just do it anyway. Right.
You state your names and how I spell them, starting with you.
My name is Glory Fagan. Glory, Glory, Fagan, Fagan.
And I know your name, but just for the recording.
I'm Jana Ledbetter, JANNA,
And you, sir?
Zach Nuss, ZACHNUSS.
And let me have you guys scrunch up a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, just to get all you guys in frame. Now, what was it like coming out and talking to the teachers today? Or talking to the students today, I'm sorry.
It was great. It was great to be back. I spent 21 years of my career in this building, and so it was really neat to be back.
It's always fun to have an audience and get to talk about what you love.
And what?
Same. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, same. It's like being able to share what you're passionate about, and then for me, I haven't stepped inside the school since 2012, so it was kind of cool to be back, just to see everything.
Absolutely, and a lot of these kids, they don't know a lot of the things you guys had to learn through trial and error, personal experience. What was it like kind of talking to them today and maybe saving them some struggles that you guys experienced yourself?
I really appreciated seeing familiar faces in the audience, kids who were the children of former students and the teacher of former student as well, and former colleague, and that was probably neat to me.
Oh, for sure. And if we can use the experiences that we've had and turn them into a teachable moment for the students so that they don't have to go through the same trials, then our effort's completely worth it.
And what do you think?
Same, ditto to that, because writing can be very scary for people, and just laying down a framework for them to follow, but allowing them to have that creative space, which I wish I would have learned that at a younger age when I was in high school as well. So, and thanks to Ms. Harper for actually teaching me how to be creative with my writing. So that's why I said yes when she asked me to come over.
Absolutely. Is there anything you'd like to add? I know you're looking to start class. Is there anything you guys like to add about your experience today?
Being creative doesn't have to be pressured and stuck in a box. Give yourself permission to try new things and think outside the box and do what works for you. Your idea of success doesn't have to match what everyone else thinks is successful.
Exactly.
And one more question, which is just a bit of housekeeping. Just tell me about the books you have today and kind of what you were talking about today as far as your own writing and what you're trying to promote right now.
Well, I published a book called Maresy Dotes, which is a semi-biographical story about my mother and my grandmother. And then I also do some freelance writing. These two are Missouri Life magazines. Both feature articles that take place in Cameron. One was the hot air affair about the balloon derby that we had this summer, and the other is about the Jefferson Highway, which went through Cameron about 100 years ago.
All right. And what were you kind of?
So I'm a peer educator for women who have survived domestic abuse. And the platform that I created for education and empowerment has some tools available. I call them empowerment tools. And within that system of tools is the journals that I have available on Amazon that a woman can purchase and bring into her home and use as she chooses to journal through specific instances and experiences that she's having through the hurting and healing journey post-abuse.
And you, sir?
So I'm a emergency preparedness advisor. So I wrote a book chronicling the events of my life that led to a lot of shortcomings, a lot of mistakes that could have been avoided if I would have had the information that I wrote in my book at that time. So my book is called Always Be Prepared, and just really just teaches people how to come out of emergencies and back to whatever they deem as normal for their life.
Absolutely. Well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate your guys' State your name and how I spell it.
Shelby Wilkinson, SHELBY, WILKINSON.
And republished authors. I don't know if writing's in your future, but how do you feel about just talking to these people and learning a bit about the industry?
It's definitely, I've never seen it as my future, but it's definitely, I learned a lot, and it's a lot harder and more like you need a strong independence and stuff about it, and it's really interesting.
Absolutely. And do you think a lot of their ideas, do you think they're kind of applicable in other avenues that you might be interested in?
No, I don't think so, but
And just what was it about? What was it like just hearing their stories, regardless of how it impacts your future career path? What was that just like, just listening to them and kind of their thoughts and struggles in the writing industry?
listening to them, I learned that no matter where you are in your life, you can do whatever you want, and if you really want to do it, you can. And you just have to work hard and get to where you want to be and do what you want. But I learned a lot, but I don't think it has anything to do with my future business.
Absolutely. Well, no, hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't want to hold you guys up.
Jimmy, do you want to interrupt?
I was about to say, I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
No, it's great.
Where do you want to
Let me have you just. Oh, I think we got people coming in. Let me have you just stand right over here, and that way we. Yeah, sure. Well, because I want you guys to kind of promote your stuff, so cross promotion. And yeah, I'll just. All right, and let me restart this 1 second.